tell us who you are and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Katy Roelich. I'm from the University of Leeds in the UK.
Thank you. Welcome to the Transformations 2023.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
Can you tell us what you've been up to today?
I've been in a lot of interactive sessions, which has been fabulous. There was a session this morning on transformational research, which was really thought-provoking. A session on partnerships for knowledge generation, which was a really great format. And then one on systems mapping and visioning. So lots of different aspects of knowledge generation and use.
Nice. And we set at the start of today a guiding question about how we draw on diverse knowledges for transformative partnerships. And I wonder if you have any reflections on that question.
Yeah, I've picked up some real keywords today, so maybe I'll talk through those and what they've meant to me. So I think the first one that's gone through everything has been plurality. The fact that there's so many diverse forms of knowledge and that there's a real inequality in how they're valued and used, and that there's a role in not giving equal platform to all forms of knowledge. It's some sort of bounded plurality of helping to amplify less valued forms of knowledge is really crucial. Some really great examples on the transformational research. So plurality and sometimes the framing of justice means that we have to amplify forms of knowledge and not equal plurality. Another one has been how relational knowledge generation and use is. It's by interacting with people and with objects and ideas and people that knowledge gets created and then used. So really understanding the processes and the relations between people and things around knowledge production, giving real weight to that. I'm going to check my list because I've forgotten. But capability as well in understanding how knowledge is produced and how to use it. And again, we assume there's a capability, and that can be a real power issue if there isn't a capability to articulate or use knowledge, and real focus on building capability and then practical wisdom really struck me as I know you know about that because you've got a fantastic paper on it I'm going to read. But really as a framework for how to build that capability in generating, using knowledge and navigating that complex system of relations and the plural views to really improve knowledge use. And then stillness was a surprising reflection, and this need that came through from the sort of the keynote speech and really has come through everything is how do we balance this urgency and the need for action with the stillness and the need to reflect on knowledge. And I know there's a feeling that sometimes things aren't happening quickly enough, but building stillness in this knowledge production and use, particularly when there's lots of different actors working at different paces, was a really, really interesting thing. I didn't expect to think about that. So yeah, lots of key words to take home and really reflect on from today, and hope you take through the rest of the conference.
That was really interesting to me to hear. Thank you. You're giving us a headliner presentation tomorrow. Would you like to give us a little insight on what we're expecting?
Yeah, I really hope to build on today because I'm going to be talking more specifically about how we use knowledge to make decisions about transformations and the real challenges in there. And a lot of those keywords that I mentioned before will feature highly now. I'm thinking about it because decision making is relational. You've got lots of different organisations and lots of different individuals in these organisations all trying to navigate complex systems of processes of making decision and trying to draw in plural forms of knowledge, but quite often restricted by the systems within which they're working. So the practical knowledge, the practical wisdom required to just navigate that real complexity of process it can be really lacking. So through no lack of will to make decisions to encourage transformation, because the complexity and the practical wisdom needed to do that, it can just stifle change. So really looking at a call for more focus on the reality of how we make decisions, not just assuming once we know something's a good idea then it'll just happen, but the reality of how difficult it can be to make decisions, and I guess a call for more relational view on it, a more participatory view on decision making about how we do navigate complex structured processes with this vast array of knowledge. So I'm really hoping to build on today.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.